Hello everyone, I'm Esperanza and this is Art from the Heart at St. Augustine's Church. And we're still doing our session remotely due to the lockdown because of the COVID-19 pandemic. And today we're going to do a lot of splattering. And today's subject is the dandelion. And this activity that we're going to do right now, inspired by an artist named Susie K, whose work I saw on Pinterest. So we are going to use that as our inspiration today. So this is our version in our previous class, and we're going to try and do it in this session. So let's start. For this activity, the first thing we are going to do is to draw 3 circles. So the first circle would be here. The second circle I would draw here, overlapping with the first, and the third one here. And then I'm just going to draw lines. I'm going to draw smaller circles at the center, each one. By the way, the circle doesn't have to be perfect. So from the smaller circle, I'm just going to draw lines going down. Oops. And these are going to be the stems, and these the flowers. Now the first thing I'm going to do is select the color I want to use for my flowers, and the color I'm going to use for this one would be let me try purple. So I'm going to use purple for this one, just for change, and you can use any type of brush for this activity. However, for some brushes, you would need to do more work than other brushes. For example, if I use a fan brush for this one, I would be able to finish faster with lesser effort. But since most of my students in my previous class only don't have fan brushes, we've used just a round brush. So I'm going to use a round brush here as well, because this is, in my opinion, more common. So that's my first layer of purple. So what I'm doing is just painting over the circle that I've drawn earlier. Okay, third circle. We're doing a pretty good job here. So in terms of speed, we're doing really well. So there we go. So this one, I see that, yeah, there's a nice distribution of color, but I want to add more dimension to it. So I'm going to have to put a second layer of the paint so that this dandelions can look more exciting. By the way, you can use any color since this is a very stylized piece. It doesn't have to be anything too close to the real dandelion flowers. But again, it should have the basic elements like the shape, proportion, so that it can be identified as dandelions. Now, do you see what I mean about the dimensions? So now you see that there are more dimensions, there's better dimension than earlier after putting a second layer. Okay, lovely, lovely. So I'm just gonna dip my brush into water and just paint the center of these flowers. I think there's too much water over there. Let me lift that. Okay, that's good enough. So the next thing is to paint those lines radiating from the center. And we're using black paint for that. Let me just paint those so-called whiskers. Hmm. And yes, uh, my black paint has bled into the center. That's okay. We're going to lift that later on. So we'll do this one first. Very nice. And then this one. Oh, I like this one. It looks very clean. Okay, let me just see if we still need to lift that. So we're just going to paint the outline of that inner circle. Okay, we'll leave it as it is, because I do love the way it interacts with them. The black paint interacts with the purple one. And then we are going to paint the stem. So just paint over the sketch. Okay, so it looks like a dandelion, but there seems to be something missing from that dandelion feel. And I think I know what it is. Okay, can you guess? It's the seeds. So here in this area, it should be a little bit heavier than the tips because the seeds can be found here closer to the center of the flower. So let me just do that. So these are like just small circles in black. They don't even have to be perfect circles, but as you can see, it makes a big difference. It gives a dandelion somehow a sense of authenticity. Okay, so we'll do that for this one as well. Okay, I'm just drawing sharper lines so that they can be seen better. And the less sharp lines would appear somewhat more in the background. Okay, so we've done two flowers now. Off to the next one. So here, just the seeds. There we go. More seeds. More seeds. Our dandelion's looking pretty good. Okay, it's now time for those whiskers. Yeah, I call them whiskers, but they're actually that part of the flower that connects the seed um, to the thing that helps it fly. That makes it look like a parachute. I don't know the exact name for it, but it's interesting to look at. Maybe I should check. There we go. Almost finished. What do you think is missing? What's missing is the splatter. So with the same brush that I used to paint the black areas, I just dip it into water and then just do my splatters. Okay, so I now have black splatters, but I'm not happy yet. I want to have purple splatters as well. So very simple. I just get some purple paint, splatter them. Again, this is actually for the balance. Okay, so now we have our very stylized dandelions. I hope you enjoyed it. See you in the next session. Bye-bye.